just got into the science room today and there's been some drama. There's been a break-in, but don't panic too much because even though the burglars have made a mess, there doesn't seem to be any damage done and it doesn't seem to be anything missing. They've really just made a mess. So I thought I could show you what's gone on inside the science room. I've taped up the door, but I can untape that and we'll go in, although I will put on my detective gloves, my science gloves, to make sure that my fingerprints don't get mixed up with any burglars' fingerprints. So let's go. So going into the room, this is what I found. That's what I've taped off there. Bit of a mess on that table. They've had quite a play there. Over here, this is where I noticed the window open. This is not going there. They've got into some things. Those drawers. Table. All those things from that table, I think, have come from up here in this cupboard where I keep all my kitchen sciencey sort of things. Got into one of those containers there, and looks like they've had a pretty good time with some popcorn there. Even got some oil out of the cupboard. Just going around here, I had a cup of tea. Wonder how warm that might be. It might be able to help the detectives. It might be the cornflower oobleck little experiment. Oh, there's one of our soil samples and one's cloudy. Whereas the other one's clear. Looks like it might have been shaken up. This here might be Metamucil, I think. Oh, that goes quite jelly-like. Let's see. There's a little bit jelly. Some lemon juice. This is a Berocca, I reckon, in that container there. Some salt. Oh, they've got out some Alka-Seltzer tablets there, I reckon. See, they're still bubbly. Wonder how long they might bubble for. That might give another clue. And over here was quite interesting. Looks like they've had a candle, which is still going, by the way. Bit of wax all melted there. Wonder if that give them any clues. This was an interesting one. They've had a little melt of the chocolate. Found the chocolate chips. Melted it on the spoon, I think. And that might even be burnt chocolate on that spoon, perhaps. Anyway, oh, over here is bicarb and vinegar. Looks like that reaction has spilled out. Maybe it's gone right over the top of that cup and out on the table. That's the mess. They've been quite little scientists, these burglars. 1, 2, don't know how many. I'll leave that up to the detectives. Well, the detectives haven't arrived yet. In fact, I don't think they ever are going to arrive. Because yes, it was a setup. You probably guessed, but maybe I had a few of you. It was my mess, and I'm going to have to clean it up. But I did that so that you could see some of the chemical science activities that we're going to do in this topic. You see, some reactions, in fact, aren't really reactions at all. They're just mixtures. They can go back to what they were. Others are full reactions and something new gets formed, and the old ones, well, you can't go back to the old substances in those reactions. In fact, that's called a chemical reaction, whereas a mixture is just called a physical. So I'm going to get you to do a little activity where I show you a picture of each of these activities, and you have to decide whether it was a chemical reaction. I've also set up a Year 5 and Year 6 Google Classroom for Science, and there'll be a little bit of work each week on that. I've already enrolled you there, so you should be able to get to do the activity on there, and then I can get to see a bit of your science work. Now, I guess I better clean up this mess. I think I'll start with cleaning up this mess.